Just before this video starts, I do want to mention that I have a Discord server. Join if you want to, suggest new video ideas, or come hang out with us. And if you like what you see here today, you'll like pretty much everything else on my channel, so why not subscribe? Thanks. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And I can't lie, man, over the past couple of days, I've been meaning to make a Nintendo Switch 2 video or talk about this console in some capacity. And a content creator by the name of Plainrock124 has given me that very excuse. So here we are today. Who's Plainrock124, you might ask? Well, he's a guy that destroys a lot of consoles. Some might say that he's reached a higher tier of rage bait, or that social anxiety is scared of him, because very recently he bought a Nintendo Switch, went outside of the Nintendo store and destroyed it. And for some reason it has people up in arms. I really couldn't tell you why, especially if he bought it with his own money. It's not like he stole it or anything. But anyways, take a look at the video.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm so glad I get to be the first person to do this.
Oh no, my God. Daring it. Oh my God. Daring it. Oh my God, it's Plainrock. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God.
First Switch 2 broken, yeah. Yeah, get it on the 3DS. Yes, so worth it. About to get in line to get another one. Thank you very much. You too. And I'll see you guys later with more. Bye!
So in his own words, he was quoted as saying it died in one hit after taking a hammer to it, and that it's not really durable. Which, yes, you would expect, but if I'm really being honest, if you pay $500, yes, $500 with Mario, or probably any other game that they've released because they don't lower their prices, will cost $500, I'd expect it not to die in one hit, even from a hammer. Now, maybe 2 or 3 hits, yeah, sure, I guess. But I guess it's nice to know that it probably won't survive a fall down the stairs, or even if you drop the screen on like a table corner or something. But look, some of the reactions that Plainrock has been getting to getting banned from the Nintendo store, or him just doing this in the first place, are kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie.
Actual W from Nintendo, in my opinion. People like this are brain dead and a waste of resources.
Yeah, go on and zip up Furukawa's pants when you're done. Are we making game systems meant to survive purposefully destruction now? Brother, I'm pretty sure Tech Rex could tell you that there are some iPhones that he's destroyed with something more than a hammer that still work to this day. There's probably even videos out there of people destroying Game Boys with acid and them still working after. So yeah, I would like my handheld console to be a little bit durable, especially considering my 3DS is fully functional and God knows how many times I've thrown that thing. Man, I would even get so mad sometimes I would punch it. He's been doing this for years. Why is the store being salty? Honestly, I don't even think it's the store being salty. I'm pretty sure they were just kind of doing their job. Like, yeah, maybe the employees probably said some words about him behind his back in the store, but hey, just as that police officer said in the video, it's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. Honestly, I just kind of feel like it's more funny to see people's reaction to him wasting $450 and them booing him, or people talking bad about him for doing this when they essentially did the same thing. It's just that they didn't take a hammer to the console. So yeah, in my personal opinion, the Switch is a waste of money. And if we're being real here, having the games cost $80 is absurd, especially when you think about the fact that they didn't even lower the prices from the games that came out on the Switch 1. And I guess you could say that Nintendo was doing this for a couple of reasons, mainly to make more money. But don't start trying to be a trendsetter now, Nintendo. Damn it, I'm still not over the fact that AAA games are costing $70 now. Nintendo pulled the greatest scam in gaming history. Honestly, the first good take from this account in a while. He tricked everyone into buying stuff they don't actually own. And that includes the console, because if you mess with it in any type of way, trying to modify it or upgrade it or whatever, you could just brick the console and not be allowed to play anything. I've been seeing this saying floating around the comment sections of different social medias, and it's that if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. I guess this is in response to what Nintendo's doing with the whole breaking your console thing, but it's just this stuff plus the whole thing about the inferior version of a voice chat that they have that you can't use unless you have a $5 subscription or something like that. Kind of just leads me to believe that's why a lot of people aren't getting it. I almost feel like Nintendo sees the people who buys their games and buys their consoles and things like that as people who will just take anything. From what I can tell, the Switch 2 probably improved on all of 2 things, which is the screen being bigger and also brighter. Maybe the audio sounds a little bit better, better too. Hey, the Joy-Cons are a little bit longer. That's probably it though for the noticeable changes, I guess. But then they really fucked you guys on the stuff that also matters, like the pricing. And then the whole thing about you not owning the games or the console. The relationship between Nintendo and their fans is sort of like how Kanye had a relationship with his fans. And when he started to say all that wild stuff, people will be like, oh, but he made Graduation. Brother, he just said he was a Nazi like 3 times. Are we for real right now? Even some ordinary gamer, somebody who has been vocal about Nintendo's debauchery, had to issue an apology because he even bought one.
And gals, me Mutahar, and let's just talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. I made a mistake. I ended up buying that Nintendo Switch 2, even though I said that I was going to hold off. I wasn't just going to go buy it outright. And there I was, going on a midnight release, and I ended up picking it, just on a walk-in. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way to sugarcoat or cut around this. I did, in fact, commit a hypocrisy. I made a mistake. I should have not bought this product. Now, I made a few videos on the Switch 2. Well, not a few, several. And I've basically covered it. I've not been the most positive viewer of it, especially around certain things like those game key cards, and especially about their TOS, when apparently it seems like they can just brick your systems, and more specifically around the fact that maybe the system is in fact a brick when you ended up picking it up.
It's a shame too, because I probably would have gotten the console for Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. I've never played a Donkey Kong game in my life, but it looks pretty good, so I was probably going to go get the Switch before I found out how much it costs and all this other stuff about it just to play the game. But yeah, I seriously don't understand shilling for a company, even if they might make good games, so much so to the point where you're actually hating on somebody who was using their money to buy the console and do whatever they want with it. But hey man, it is what it is. Those are just my opinions on everything. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.